Since the reinstatement of the capital punishment in California, 13 people have been executed. Donald J. Beardsley, January 19, 2005. Following the suspected drug-related murder of two young women, Patty Gedling and Stacy Benjamin, on April 25, 1981, Donald Beardsley was found guilty of first-degree murder. He was on parole in Missouri at the time of the killings for another murder conviction. Beardsley was executed by lethal injection on January 19, 2005. He was pronounced dead at 12:29 a.m. There were no last words. He had not received a family visit in at least a month and had made the decision to have none of his relatives witness the execution. He declined the final meal, choosing instead to sip grapefruit juice. About 300 protesters held vigil outside the jail compound, which is located approximately 25 miles north of San Francisco. Stanley Williams, December 13, 2005. Williams was traveling in one car with a companion on Wednesday, February 28, 1979, at approximately 4 in the morning. The co-defendant was also in the car with them. They planned to rob a store because they were almost out of gas. All four of them went inside the 7-Eleven located on Whittier Boulevard in Whittier as they came to a stop. Albert Louis Owens, the victim, was an attendant sweeping the parking lot when he was dragged into the store by Williams and one of his friends. Williams led the victim into the back room, told him to get on his knees, and then shot him twice in the back with a shotgun as one of the companions emptied the cash register drawer and stole $120. Williams and another man broke down the door and went inside the Brookhaven Motel on South Vermont Avenue in Los Angeles on Sunday, March 11, 1979, at approximately 5:30 a.m. Tsai She-young, 67, his wife Yen Yang, 63, and their daughter Ye Chen-lin, 43, were all shot and killed. He departed after taking roughly $50 in cash. Stanley Williams was executed by lethal injection at San Quentin State Prison on December 13, 2005. He was pronounced dead at 12:35 a.m. There were no last words. Williams did not request a last meal, but did drink milk in the few hours before his execution. Clarence Ray Allen, January 17, 2006. In 1974, Clarence Ray Allen enlisted the help of two men he employed as security guards to plan and carry out a break-in at Friends Market in Fresno, California. Additionally, Allen set up Mary Sue Kitts, a young lady, to assist in obtaining the store's burglar alarm and keys from Brian Schletewitz, the market owner's son. At the incident, Kitts informed Schletewitz that Allen was the one who had robbed the market after the orders for stolen money were cashed. When Schletewitz confronted Allen's son, he refuted the claims, as did Allen. Allen orchestrated Kitts' demise after declaring that the young lady would require some sort of action. Allen was taken into custody. On March 16, 1978, he was found guilty of burglary, first-degree murder, and conspiracy. He was given a life term in jail. He knew Billy Ray Hamilton while he was a prisoner at Folsom State Prison. Allen had plans to assassinate those who had turned against him and sentenced him to prison while he was incarcerated. 3 days following his release from prison, Allen's son picked up Hamilton at the bus station, where he also requested guns to complete the crimes. Joe Rios sold meat at Friends Market to Hamilton and his girlfriend Connie Barbeau on September 4, 1980. Douglas White and Rios headed into the storage together. The front door was locked because it was after the market closed. Hamilton pursued Brian Schletewitz and Josephine Rocha into the storeroom while brandishing a sawed-off shotgun. Barbeau trailed closely behind. They were told to lie down by Hamilton. Everybody took a seat. Douglas White was led to the freezer by Hamilton after he was told to get up. White informed Hamilton that there was no safe in the freezer when they went inside. White and the other staffers went back to the warehouse. Then Hamilton asked Schletewitz for the safe's keys. Schletewitz handed him the keys. With an order to leave, Hamilton instructed Barbeau to keep an eye on the others. She pulled out a pistol. They proceeded to the safe. Hamilton was informed by Schletowitz that he would get all the money. Later, Rias testified that he heard shuffling and a bang when Schletowitz and Hamilton arrived at the safe area. Later on, it was discovered that Hamilton had fired the shotgun at Schletowitz at close range. Returning to the room, Hamilton asked Douglas White where the safes were stored. Since White had no knowledge, Hamilton shot him in the chest and stomach at close range. There was a subsequent report of another shot fired at close range, which led to Josephine Rocha's death. Rias shielded his face with his left arm from Hamilton's attempt to kill him. The explosion broke his elbow and blew off most of the tissue in his arm. Barbeau and Hamilton made sure the other 3 victims were dead by checking on them. Later, Hamilton was taken into custody on suspicion of participating in a robbery and violent attack in Modesto. One of his belongings was an address book bearing Clarence Ray Allen's name. Investigators thought there was a connection between the killings and the Friends Market burglary, for which Allen had been found guilty because of the listing of Friends Market and the names of some of the victims. Clarence Ray Allen, the prisoner, was taken into custody as a result of the inquiry into this case. On December 2, 1982, Allen was placed on California's execution row at San Quentin State Prison after being found guilty on 3 charges of first-degree murder with exceptional circumstances. Clarence Ray Allen was executed by lethal injection on January 17, 2006 at 12:20 a.m. He was pronounced dead at 12:38 a.m. Allen's last meal was buffalo steak, Kentucky Fried Chicken, all white meat, fried bread, pecan pie, black walnut ice cream, and whole milk. Allen issued the following statement. First of all, I'd like to say how good the last meal was, how much I enjoyed it, and how much I love my family and friends who have stood by me all these years. I'd also like to thank my friends from Europe who have written to me and my spiritual advisor, Richard Williams, one lady, Henny Rip from Holland, and another lady from Italy, Christine Kaufman, who I gave an Indian name of Morning Sun, and she's been that to me, and all of the inmates on death row that I'm leaving behind, that they will be joining me one day. One good friend I've got that I hate to leave behind, who's been my neighbor for 20 years, is Ward Weaver. And all of my family that was here to visit me during this period. I love you very much for being with me during this time. My last words will be, Hoka hey, it's a good day to die. Thank you very much. I love you all. Goodbye. Several members of the family of Josephine Rocha witnessed the execution of Clarence Ray Allen. Please hit that subscribe button if you like my channel. See you next time. Bye bye.